Long time no see, guys. I've been working away in the background here on the Beetle. I have had it running. I've literally just had it running there as well. I'll just insert a clip here so you can see that. Not sure how well you could tell from that, but it's not running happily at all. I know I didn't have the hoses on there previously, but this time around I do, and it's still getting really hot as it was in that video. You wouldn't have been able to see, but it's burnt the paint off there. I do have preheat pipe on this side, which isn't capped, so I've got to allow for that. But that's obviously sending the heat up there. But it also blistered the apron, the paint on the apron as well, from the exhaust getting really hot. I did have a pipe on there, by the way, temporarily, but it was like a plastic one, which is a bad idea, and it melted off. It got that hot, and I only ran it for like a couple of minutes. I know you'd expect that to happen really anyway, but I'll get some more card. But yeah, so where I'm at the moment, I put a fuel pressure tester on here because I'm running 32 ICTs. I think they're 32, 34, not sure. But these are very sensitive to fuel pressure, I've come to learn after having them fitted for quite a while. So they want to be running at around 2.1 psi, and I did have a stable reading, but it was definitely higher than that. It was bouncing around between 3 and 6, so I'm definitely going to have to get a fuel regulator. That won't be helping. Also, these carburetors, I understand, never originally designed to run on a Beetle, and I just put mine on from new. I didn't replace jettings or anything like that. So, excuse me, I lost my train of thought there. So I've ordered the correct jetting, and the emulsifier tube, I believe it is quite important on here. It makes a big difference. So I believe it's the F6 you need for these, if I remember correctly. So I've got all that. I'm going to tear the carbs down, clean them out, replace the jets, that tube, new gaskets, new seals, all that stuff. Yeah, and then hopefully you'll see how much difference that makes. I also have the manifold balance pipes open to atmosphere, which is probably not helping things. So I'm going to run a balance pipe between them, just a bit of tubing connected between them two. And I'm also going to run a breather hose from there to probably the underside of the filter housing on the back. Just something nice and neat out the way. I'll probably do. Another thought I've had is to replace this 009. I believe this is a German Bosch 009, so it's the good one. I have got a vacuum advanced 34, something like that, I think it is. I'm going to use for this, and I'll connect the vacuum to the vacuum on the carbs. I'll just go to one currently, and then I might try it on to both of them, see how much difference it makes. But they're the plans to try and help. Oh, and one last thing, the exhaust. I plan on replacing this. This I got second hand. It's a stainless auto Cavan exhaust, as far as I'm aware. But it's had numerous repairs, and it's how can I put this? Not in great shape, and I could have leaks all over on this. So I'm gonna go out there, and if anybody knows or have heard of Vauxhall, I'm gonna get an exhaust from them. Amazing looking bespoke exhaust. So we'll see how that sounds and how that helps the running of the car. I've also got complete new gaskets and everything because I'm reusing old ones on here. So again, there's lots of things that I need to do, little things that'll help. Could have air leaks, vacuum leaks, whatever, which won't be helping. So I want to get all this done as soon as I can because I'm looking to get the car sent off to paint next month. I'm not sure if this is going to be the case, but that's the plan. But obviously I don't want to send it to paint and then run it and it burn all the paint off. That's not what we want. One other thing while I'm making a video here, there's somebody reached out to me regarding wiring. I am no expert, however, I was able to get everything connected up and working, so if I can do it, then anybody can. I got my loom through a place called Vox Goods, and the paperwork I found to be overly complicated, unnecessarily complicated. Let me see if I can just... the lighting's not great, I apologise. But yeah, I think there was the fuse box that was highlighted that there was a bit of confusion about. Let me just go inside the car actually. I'll show you, there's only two different types of fuses. There's these white, which I believe are, oh god, I can't remember, what are they? Let's have a look here. These are 6 amp. I didn't say that there, probably not. 8 amp, I'm blind. So you've got your 8 amp fuses there, and then you've got the red ones. Watch me struggle to put this back in place now and waste everyone's time. Yeah, and then there's the red ones here, which are 16 amp. Now I'm gonna run English. I'm gonna run a higher powered horn, which is why I have 3 here, because the original horn would run through 8 amp, but mine's higher powered one, so it kept blowing the fuse, so that's why I've got more reds. But my point is that you can't really go too far wrong. If you look on the Samba, it's a great reference. I don't really want to, because I don't know that much myself, I don't really want to go in. I just like connected stuff. I couldn't tell you what anything is now, to be honest with you. And I can understand it being a minefield, because it is. I've still got to tidy all this up and straighten it out. But relays are easy, honestly. They're all ID'd on the back of them, and you'll have coloured wires going to a specific location. You can look all this up on the Samba for your year. They'll have coloured diagrams on there, and hopefully the colours match up. But other than that, that's all I did, to be honest. I just got as many references as I could, used the paperwork that came with the wiring kit, and just tried everything to make sure it worked. I also used a tester, like a light tester, to check whether I had power there. You can use a multimeter, check for continuity, which I did as well for the horn. But I'm sorry, this probably isn't the help that you wanted, but I don't know everybody's setup. I don't know everyone's loom. They're all vary from yours, but basically I believe it's all very much the same stuff, essentially. I'm waffling now because I really don't want to give any bad advice and I don't know that much about it. But all I would say is just look on the Samba. It's a great site for references, or you can ask questions on there, people will help out. That's all I can really say on that, unfortunately, because like I said, the variations, the extras and differences between the looms won't necessarily match up. But If there's any specific wires or something that are going from somewhere to somewhere else that you're not sure about, maybe I could help out, but I would just literally find one end of a wire that connects to, say, a light, an indicator, turn signal, whatever you want to call it, and trace where it goes. Obviously, it's going to go up to the fuse box. I say obviously, well, I believe these ones do. But you've just got, and your earths are really important as well, or your grounds. Make sure you've got really good, clean earths, because if you don't, things will act weirdly or they won't work at all. It's really important. You know, see, I've got like a tree there with earths on it. That was covered in paint and primer. It still is to a degree. And yeah, it's really important to have them cleaned off. And all this is still not tidy, what have you, but you can. I can't really say more than that. Like I've said, it's a shame. But if I was there, maybe it would go through it. But I would just do one wire at a time. That's all I can say. Just concentrate on one wire at a time. Don't worry too much about fuse locations, because like I said, the majority of them run through 8 amp fuse, so it's not going to make a difference to be, well, I'm not going to say that actually because it might make a difference. Certain things run through other things. It's quite weird how Volkswagen did these, but like I said, go on the Samba, search for your wiring loom and do one wire at a time, and you'll get there, you'll get through it. That's all I did. Test everything as well with a light tester or multimeter. The best bit of advice I can give. Sorry, I can't really give any more than that. But yeah, so that's where I am with the Beetle. It's been a long time since I've shared anything, but there's been a lot of waiting around for parts and trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know what changes I've made in the meantime since I last uploaded. I know I've put nutsets in the light holders, the wing for the elephant feet light. That's so I can easily remove them and get through the high pack entrances that I've got there to get the carbs easily and spark plugs. I've also relocated the coil. I've got a mount for that, which you can't really see too well down through there. Everyone is just, that's where I'm at. If anybody else needs any more advice, hopefully I can help out a little bit more. Like I say, I've never worked with cars, so this is my first time doing anything with this car, and I've rebuilt the whole thing to what you see now, which isn't anything to write home about, but my main issue now is getting this running right. It's going to end it there. I've waffled on for like 10 minutes, so yeah, thanks for everyone who watched, and any questions, just feel free to ask away. Oh, on a lighter note, something new. I think this is quite a rare special edition. It's quite nice on camera. Definitely never seen one in this colour before. There we go. We'll end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll hopefully have more news soon about running, and yeah. See you then. Okay, I got the carbs stripped off. Just got a rag sat in either side that stop anything falling in there. With them just sat here, ready to go. Get cleaned, new jets, whatnot. Yeah, a bit closer. So that's where we are. Well, that's where I am. Nobody's, unless someone wants to come and help me. Probably not. I think so. I wouldn't either. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Pretend it doesn't exist. and I'm essentially waiting for my exhaust. That's it, 4 to 6 weeks, and then so I'm in no rush to really get them done. But I am going to get them cleaned next weekend. Stripped down anyway. I'll record that because I've never done a car before, so I want to make sure that I put everything where it's supposed to go. Sorry about the light. Even though I'm replacing the jets, I'm assuming they look very similar. I also just I fitted this new hardware for the spring plate cap. Shame I got blasted in overspray. They were powder coated. Does anyone know any good stuff to remove overspray off? That might be good. It's a shame they look a mess now. Yeah, I did both sides. Nice new stainless hardware on both sides. You can't see. Well, just me. I did it. So yeah, I got a bunch of parts in the car now. Linkage for the carbs in there. I'm gonna take these away and get them ready to run. I need to order a balance pipe, and I need to get the correct size breather hose. I've ordered 2 breather hoses in the past to go on this guy here, the oil filler, to the air filter cleaner on the carb, and every single one I've ordered has been in correct size. So I measured them out. They're like, what was it, 19.8 millimeter outside diameter. So I'm gonna just search for something like that and order them in for that. I imagine I can get it at a reasonable price. But we're just gonna forget about it for a bit more time and come back, and hopefully this nice exhaust running better. Fingers crossed. See you guys.